A very good morning and welcome to the semi-finals of the Scottish International Open here at West Lothian Bowls Arena. This morning, coming out shortly, we've got Jason Banks against Les Gillett. But coming up this afternoon at 12 o'clock, we have our qualifier Aaron Johnson against defending champion Stuart Anderson. Without further ado, though, it is time to welcome out our first player onto the rink. World number 7, it's Scotland's Jason Banks. His opponent this morning is number 4 in the world. Please welcome out from England, Les Gillett. I'm going to hand you up to Jamie Walker and Jason Parkinson in the commentary box.
Thank you very much, Jack. Once again, a very good morning, everybody. Welcome down here to the World Bowls Tours Scottish International Open for 2024. Great semi-final here now, and joining me in the commentary box, as Jack's just said, is Jamie Walker. A very good morning, Jamie.
26
Morning,
metres.
Jason.
Thanks for joining us.
No problem at all.
Interesting game. It's always an interesting game, I think, when it's Scotland versus England anyway. More so because we're in Scotland, obviously. So, you know, Jason will be the favourite here, especially with the crowd, but it's a fair crowd.
Yeah, certainly will be a lot of support for Jason, but say the guys will just want to be seeing some good bowls played this morning.
If you are just joining us for the first time, or if you're just new to the sport in general, just to let you know what the format is here for this event. It's 2 sets of 9 ends, and then if we need to, we'll have a 3-end tie break. There's no killed ends, so if the jack gets removed outside the confines of the rink, there's a little respot position either side of the centre of the rink. It's equidistant from the centre and the outer marker, and then it goes 600 millimetres back towards the back ditch. Each player has 4 bowls each.
Yeah, watching the guys roll up, they both had a good half hour's practice before they won on the green this morning. There was some good stuff being chucked in the practice, so
Jason Banks has already played on this show rink during this tournament. His roll to the final, well, let's say the semi-finals. Let's look. He played the English qualifier John Wilson, then he played the PBA ranked number 1 player Darren Weir, and then yesterday, for those that tuned in, had a great game against Paul Foster, MBE, on this particular rink, and it went right down to the very last bowl of the game. Les Gillett, will he beat Blake Butler from Australia in a tight game? Then Greg Harlow, and then Nick Brett. So they've definitely earned the place into this semi-final this morning.
yeah, good stuff here from Jason.
Yeah, nicely tucked in behind the jack. You can just see there what Les can see from the mat. Les a left-hander, as you can see, so he'll get just a slightly different line in towards the jack than what Jason will. Slightly narrower line in this particular hand. If it runs, he's not far away.
Yeah, best till last. Well played, Les. Yeah, it's interesting you say about Les being left-hander there, he decided to lead off that far side of the rink, wherever he generally has been playing the side nearest to us. So he'll get a slightly tighter line on his backhand going in this direction.
So a good ball from Les, but it's Jason that will get the first shot of this game. Les will be happy with that though. He was probably 3 down there going into that last ball. So Jason will choose the length. Minimum length, of course, is 23 metres. Maximum playable length on this rink today is 30.5 metres. So 7.5 metres to play with.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
And as always in singles, more so short sets play. The first 2 balls are quite crucial. You normally find out the player who's slightly more consistent early on normally wins. Occasionally you get something going against the grain, but not very often.
Yeah, and especially with these 2 players, they're probably renowned for their drawing game more than their attacking. So it will be vital the first 2 bowls in this. Although Jason certainly showed yesterday against Paul that his drive is there.
Yeah, and it was a big drive as well that he played yesterday. Jason's delivery, as you can see, it's quite compact, very small step, not much of a backswing, all in the shoulder. Very accurate. Again, the line's pretty good. It always seems to come back to centre on this hand.
Yeah, he's very close.
When you're playing a hand, Jamie, like this hand in this direction, I think it's probably the best of the 4 hands. The ball is always coming back to centre. Does that give you a lot more confidence when you're playing a shot?
Yeah, it certainly does. Yeah, you need enough to take the line out of your thinking when you're playing the bowl. It's more about finding the pace because, as I say, top guys are always looking to find the centre of the rink on a hand, and so then it's all just about the pace control. So most of the guys on every length I've seen on this carpet in this direction seem to be able to find the centre, especially on this side.
Well, he's got it surrounded. Just looking for where's that. The red ball does go out, doesn't it, on that little plant?
Yeah, Jason might change over to the backhand and try and land Les's bowl that's sort of 6-7 inches past. Probably doesn't want to finish short down the forehand and give Les even more of an angle to get off to make that plan. It's sort of slightly blocked by the front bowl, but
probably only needs to turn it maybe 3 times. I think if he does play down that hand, where you can see, I think he can probably just get down to it with enough weight needed.
Yeah, I think probably 5-6 yards of weight. Just misses front bowl. It's probably, I know it looks a hindrance, but I think it's one of them, if you just miss it on the top side, you're probably going to get the contact that you want.
Yeah, it's going to be Leslie's backhand with a few yards of running. I think any contact with this pace will definitely be in Leslie's favour. Now, can he find the hole?
He just needs to run a touch more.
He's got this. Oh my goodness!
Great effort.
You didn't really think he could get that result.
Yeah, just any more sort of pace on
Set score
that
0-2
line, it'd
after
have
2
been
ends.
enough to remove Jason, I think. But it's a great effort. You're certainly interested in it, watching it all the way down.
Jack length 28 metres.
So still sticking with that 28 metre length jack. Just ever so slightly, just nip the line. The pace is very good. You can just see a good picture there of the bowl Jason Banks is playing with, the Tiger Evo. Les, well, looks like he's playing with his professionals.
Looks on a similar line to what Jason played, just under.
Yeah, again, just ever so slightly just under the line. Still finding pretty decent pace.
Yeah, Jason's made the correction. Really good.
Yeah, Les just giving him a little bit too much room with his opening two bowls, and Jason's taken full advantage of that.
Just over 2.5 feet.
You need to do it at this level. You don't get many chances offered. So
Yeah, you see it a lot. The guy going first in the end. If he misses his first two, you know, playing your second, you need to capitalise. Otherwise, give these guys 3 chances. That's what's going to happen.
I'm not sure if he's in for second. I think he's in for third. I'm not quite sure. Jason's having a little look all round.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a deliberation. I mean, you play a good bowl and frame this up, and Les has got the bat position. Might be quite happy with how the head lies and just leave this alone. Feeling super confident that he can get to Les's bowls and not make the target any bigger. Well, I think he'll be looking
Covering, isn't he?
Looking for Les's bowls. If you get to the back one and sit, great. If you just slip past, it's all good.
I think Les will probably just stick to the draw.
Yep, beat his last. He'll definitely guarantee second.
No, he's taking a chance.
This will whip away.
difficult on that side, isn't it? Yeah. He's played that side for a reason, to protect getting rid of his own bowl, I think.
Yeah, and if it did hang off, he'd got an angle off his own bowl there in the front, just slightly underplayed, I think.
Obviously, Les would have known what the position of that head is before he elected to play that bowl. There's one away. 2.
I think if Les played that, I think he might have had second, but we'll soon find out.
So the little box measure comes out. So that front one could be in. You always go back, of course, just to make sure there's been no movement within the measure.
Jason Banks.
So another 2 for Jason.
Set score 0-4 after 3 ends.
Jason now leads 4-0. Jason Banks from a very successful bowling family. Mother, father, sister.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
So his father Colin play on the very first game of this tournament. Very competitive as well. It comes from good pedigree.
Better opening bowl from Les.
Just looking for a slight correction in his pace. 18 inches or so will do. I think he's still just pushed past.
On Neil. Your line.
So similar to last end, Jason not overly far away, but you've got to try and step in with this one. Feel like he's definitely made the adjustment with his third. And I feel that, yeah, Les has made the adjustment. Very good.
He's nicely tucked in behind the jack as well. He gets a little touch on the jack, so they'll spray that with a bit of chalk. That means that bowl is live. So if the ball goes into the ditch, it actually still counts as long as it stays within the confines of the ring. Well, Jason, are you making the trip? Good second though.
Jason slightly short.
5 inches short of Jack High.
Yeah, it's in a bit of a tricky position that. The way the hand plays, you can still almost just draw behind it, 6 inches past it, and you're nearly going to get another.
Yeah, because it's sat down on its belly as well, makes a big difference. Les will know if he has good weight, he's never going to turn that bowl in. It's slightly different when the bowl's sat on its running surface, they're much more easy tipped over.
Yeah, it was a little bit unlucky. I mean, it could have come inside it, but obviously round it would have been good to just not make the head any bigger.
So Jason had perfect line just to nip up to the jack, a couple of feet more on his last.
Yeah, just a nice full draw really, isn't it? Guaranteeing the pace. Probably just sticks ever so slightly, but his pace isn't too bad. He's only playing just over the draw.
Very close.
He's got it.
Great bowl, Jason.
Now he's definitely made the one. I'm not sure whether he was a little bit unlucky not to come with it a little bit further for a pair. It's hard to tell. Les is having a good look at it. The trouble is now, there's only one ball probably past the jack. Does mean though this nice hand that he's been playing is now more available if he wants to play down, just draw it. There's a reaching bowl down the other hand if he wants to take a chance.
Yeah, Les's bowl there that's got the chalk on. I think could probably be looking maybe to promote that onto the shot bowl. He's just outside it. There's a chance he can get the angle off his other bowl to get to the shot.
The only bad result's getting Jason's choker onto the jack.
Yeah, and it's not far away, but that looks more on the red than the green.
Well, that's okay. Managed to find the gap.
Yeah. I think hitting that bowl, Les would be very happy just to drop the one.
One shot, Jason Banks.
So another single.
Same again though, Jason. Down that side and just up. Just see a lot of bowls whip under, don't we?
That's called 0-5.
Yeah, there's
after
been
4 ends.
quite a low percentage. It's been, like you say, you play a little bit quicker, it tends to hang away. Bring it in, even just a bowl or two, and it goes early. Jason almost played the perfect pace, didn't he? Just draw up to it, and if you do get a contact, then it is a bit of a bonus. If you go searching for it, chasing for it, sometimes you just have that tendency just to push through it. So, great lead here for Jason Banks.
Jack length 28 metres.
Yeah, he's turned his back on that. He knew straight away there was something wrong with it. So chance now for Les just to get in. Needs to get hold of the jack and stop this running streak from Jason. Nice driving. I think Les has to follow that.
Yep. See him change onto his forehand.
Yeah, there's just too much in the way now. It's not worth running into the back of a ball when you've got a free draw on the other hand.
Certainly not made things any easier.
Goes for Jack High, Neil. Les is closest 12 inches short of Jack High. Furthest one, half an inch closer. How far short's my nearest one from Jack High? 18 inches.
Well, it's just asking positioning of bowls. That'll make a mind up in his head, you know, where he's going to play. Sticking with it, I think that's the right choice. Still wafting this forward, you know. Just not found the length. Chance again for Les.
Yeah, it's still possible just to get right up to get up to the front of the jack inside his own bowls. If he's carrying any sort of weight over, he will just probably run into his own bowls. Has he got enough to lift them?
Nope. Just struggling a little bit. Jason just asking Neil Bryce just to have a look at this. He sat on the fence again. Nickname Splinter. Surely you won't go for the 3 bowls, Jamie.
Is that your shot here?
You think there's plenty of room, but sometimes you think, well, I've struggled a little bit. Bit of a target, go for the bowls. If I'm slightly off target, it's the jack. No, the trouble is, if you miss, it's another free shot for Les. Definitely not going too quick for them. He's just going to draw.
Yeah, I think Jason thinks he holds there if he's playing this shot.
Needs the corner. Hasn't got it.
No, the green ball's certainly no further away.
Certainly found a funny length with this jack. Neither player trying to can just find it. Good groupings. Now what does Les do here? Stick to the same hand but just play under it. You can play almost 18 inches underneath that and still get the shot, can't you?
I think he might be tempted to play something aggressive here. I think if he can get the jack on the respot, the side where his bowls are, he might lay a 3, 4 of his bowl in the ditch. Chance you maybe get the red bowl onto the shot bowl. I think he's certainly not dropped on the draw as well as we know Les can. Might just free his arm up a little bit, have a go at the jack. Playing enough to lift his own, I think.
You can hang all you like.
Hang all you like, he says, and it has done.
Go now.
Make your mind up, Les. One minute he wants it to hang, he's screaming for it to bend. I think he was looking for the plant. Well, Jason's conceded the one.
This is where we needed the rings, Jason.
Yeah, certainly.
Maybe it's just the one.
Certainly a help, aren't they? So
Let's
it
go
is
1-5
just the one.
after
So
5
Les is on the scorecard here. Be interesting to see what kind of a length he plays. Do you think he'll go something very short?
Yeah, I think he'll be looking to make a change.
We've had 4 28 metres and a 27 metres so far from Jason, so that just shows you the kind of length he fancies. No, he's going to go the opposite.
I think it's probably about the same distance, just a
Jack
slightly different spot with the
meters.
slightly different spot with the mat.
Yep, 28.5 metres, but in a completely different part of the rink. That will change the lines just ever so slightly. Looking for a good start. Can he just get underneath it? Yes. It's enough for the shot. Still a good bowl. Still 1 to Jason.
Yep, Jason just looking to repeat his first bowl. Very good again.
Yeah, he's right to the jack this time. A little bit unfortunate to make contact with the jack, but it's certainly a safer one. It's a live bowl as well. I think he's just dragged it too far for a 2.
Everyone. 16th of an inch.
15th of an inch.
Very precise.
Don't even know what that is. Close.
Not a lot.
Just looking for some kind of a contact just to try and free this jack up. Yeah, just not enough. It was a good effort though. Certainly a lot better.
Yeah, so it's definitely improved things for Les. I don't think Jason would be too disappointed if he just slides past the head here. Might even tidy this right up.
Gently, gently.
That's very good.
Well, just see there. There's a couple of little options. I think there's either Leslie's forehand draw down to the jack or that. Just looking at that plant, I'm not quite sure the plant gets enough of the contact. It looks like it's more onto the shorter of the two red bowls. Obviously the bowl he plays will run through the head as well, so there's going to be some form of double contact, I think.
Yeah, as you look at it there, I think the red and green bowl in the front, slightly wide of the shot bowls, are the bowls Les is looking to make contact with here. Either the split to send his own bowl in towards the shot, or the inside edge.
I think the split would be better.
Yeah.
And then run through for a contact and nudge the jack.
Has he got enough pace to hold?
Needs to move.
Very close. He's urging it out, and look where we were, like he was getting down to it, but it's held on.
Jason, just having a look at that front plant. You've got a nice draw for two, or if you want it to be a little bit adventurous, you could play his own plant onto the jack. It's a live bowl anyway, so it could go as far as it wants for a two.
Yeah, just looking to repeat his last bowl. Just pinch the line. Good stuff again from Jason.
Set score 1-6 after 6 ends.
So, Jason Banks in full control of this
27
opening
minutes.
set so far.
Yeah, I don't think Les is overly sure what hand to be playing in this direction.
What do you do, Jamie? You know, I'm sure you've been in a situation where you've either just struggled early on or just can't find the rink early on. Is there a routine, or is there something you try and change within yourself?
Me personally, it's just obviously you've spent a lot of time on this rink now over the last couple of years and practicing and whatnot. I think it's just going back to basics, isn't it? But so I think Les just watched the practice before the game, the half-hour practice, and Les was brilliant. So there was bowls all over the jack between the pair of them. He's just a little bit confused. You have that little 5-10 minute break before the players come out, and I think he's just a bit bemused to what's happened with his first couple of bowls.
Yeah, a few times he's tried the other hand in this direction. He's just stuck a foot wide, hasn't he? But he seems to be just getting it the other way in this direction, just playing that just ever so slightly underneath.
Yeah, only little minor adjustments, but minor things at this level can be the difference between winning and losing. Still in this set, if you can play a good bowl here, you know, he knows he needs to probably win these last 3 ends.
Les asking the crowd for help then. Be a lonely place sometimes, singles. It's different, isn't it, when you're playing the team games? You can kind of like, you know, get behind each other and just kind of try and lift the spirits. When you're out there on your own, this kind of a format, and especially this venue, because the crowd are very, very close, aren't they? Sat on the green with you.
Yeah, you just want to go out there and perform well, don't you? And some days it doesn't happen. I mean, big side of the sport, the mental side of this sport, especially like you say, singles is a lonely place at times. It can be great when things are going well and it's all rosy, but yeah, Les will be looking to dig deep.
Oh, Jason, you want to make sure you get top side of this bowl. Has done. Doesn't want it falling in. Les was on his way back, but he's going to go and have another look at this. It's hard to tell from that camera angle. I think he'll just try and stick with it.
Yeah, I think so. It's only just a minor adjustment on his previous delivery. Certainly a better line.
Now, can he just hold up? Can he hold up? Oh. Got a touch of the jack and gone out the side door. I think he's been a little bit unlucky there. Jason's smiling, so it looks like he's happy with that result. Oh, dancing around this. Oh.
Been one conceded to Jason, and
well, I'm not sure whether Jason thinks that's not in and just removed it. I wasn't sure. They always say go for the bowl on the vertical, so I'm going to go for the red bowl. Probably be wrong, but
2-1.
That's definitely not that one. Oh, it's very close. Probably just the green bowl, I think.
Brave man.
Seemed very, very close. Let's have a look. No, the vertical, yeah.
Three to Jason.
Set score 1-8 after 7 ends.
2 to Jason. I think we settled on 2.
Jack length 27 metres.
Well, it's all one-way traffic, I'm afraid, so far. Les needs to score at least a 3 this end to force the final end of this first set. Beauty of sets, of course, is it doesn't matter whether you have a bit of an off first set. It's about how you reset yourself and come back fighting for the second set. See so many games sometimes where a very high scoring first set, very low scoring second set going to a tie break.
Yeah, definitely. Les will know as well that winning that second set, I think the guy who wins the second set has a high percentage of winning the tie break. That little bit of momentum.
Yeah, stats show very high percentage of that as well. It's quite interesting. Just having a look. It's a good ball. Finished quite well as well, the way Jason's ball sat. Any contact with the shot ball will move it along. Les is just looking to make contact with this ball, just to shove the jack across. He's very close here, very close. Well played.
Yep, good shot from Les.
It's almost the same shot for Jason, really. He's got pretty good position, you know, one slightly past jack high and then 1 2 feet past. You can even use the outside bowl of Les's to come across to get a decent angle on that.
Yeah, I think Jason will just be happy if he can just beat Les's shortest bowl and make it hard for Les to create something.
Of course, remember, Les needs a 3, so...
He's just overplayed this. There's an outside chance for Les. I think all 3 of his bowls would count if the red bowl was removed, but I think Les might have resigned himself to the fact that this set's gone and just...
Yeah, looking at the way he's played that, like you say, it's okay. He could have played that bowl away for a 3, but then he's still got to score a 4.
Yeah.
However, it is 1 shot to Les Gillett on the 8th end, and that means it's a set win for Jason Banks, 8 shots to 2.
Jason Banks 2-8.
So let's have a look at what's coming up for the rest of the day for you. Following this game at 12:30 is the semi-final number 2, Stuart Anderson against Aaron Johnson, and then at 2:30 we've got the final of the Scottish Youth Masters, and that's Thomas Jameson against Logan Kennedy, and then 4 o'clock will be the main final for this Scottish International Open. Lots of good bowls if you are available to tune in for the Scottish Youth Masters. Please do. It's great to see the youth of the sport and the future of the sport playing, and they never seem to disappoint when they hold their final at this event. The last 2 years has been some absolutely fantastic stuff.
Yeah, interesting that Les decided to give the mat away there to Jason. And it's not what he would have wanted to have seen. Great reply from Les though. Very good.
Shot against. Is Les touching or? Yes. What's the gap on mine? To the jack, 3 inches. Is Les both behind the jack? No. 3 inches in front. Right.
Very, very close. Oh. Great shot. He'll be happy with that.
Yep. It's as good as he could have done with that ball. Release the jack.
Yep. More than happy with it. You know, 2 balls left. It's out in the open now. Jason just looking for this nice pace draw. There's about 18 inches of room here. Just needs to bend and run a little bit further. Just not going to make the trip. So, big chance for Les.
Yep, he lays a 2.
Half inch in front.
I think he just needs to start putting a bit of pressure on Jason. He's been letting Jason have free rein really during this game so far. So he'll just look at trying to be a little bit more consistent with the opening 2 bowls, get that pressure on nice and early, almost force Jason to come off the draw and start playing something a little bit more attacking. See if he can just lose his weight. If it runs to the plant and sits back is okay.
Yeah, I think Jason's only just got to beat his previous bowl by a bowl or 2 on the inside and sneak the shot.
So it's not a bad target, neither if he fancies going for it. Not sticking to the draw.
Not always the easiest when the jack's slightly off the centre.
Pace decides. I think he's played this.
Oh, he's very good.
Well, that's the bonus where it's finished.
Yeah.
Had that stuck just slightly wide, it would have given Les a chance, but has just nicely tucked inside the jack. And I'm not sure whether that front plant is actually on. I think it's just ever so slightly missing. Les is having a look at it there. It's hard to tell, but
Yeah, it depends if there's a slight gap between the bowls. He could make the plant, but I think he'd have to hit it on the inside, which would probably promote his other bowl, and then the likelihood the jack's going to move.
bowl on its own's not too bad. That could find its way through.
Yeah, probably definitely worth him playing something aggressive at the front bowls.
Yeah, I think it'll be more percentages than trying to play, you know, a draw within a couple of inches. How's your luck? 1, 2. Oh, dear me. Hit everything apart from the one he wanted. Unlucky.
Good strike.
Set score 0-1, first end.
So we almost know where this jack's going already.
Yep, Jason's playing some good stuff. Bowls at the right time.
Yeah,
Putting Les under pressure to try and make the conversions.
yeah, that was the first time
9 metres.
Jason really needed to find a big bowl, and he did. He produced the goods, didn't he? It's actually gone slightly further this time.
Really good stuff again from Jason.
Yeah, Les going back to this hand is trying all kinds of things just to try and play him into this game. He's having a little bit of bad luck as well, but that's normally what happens, Jamie, isn't it? You have them games where you're just scratching around a little bit. You normally do just get that little bad touch here, a bad touch there.
Yeah, he's played a good one there. At least he's recognising that he's having to do things to change, like you say, chop and change his hands just to find that something to get him going. Yeah, it's a touch of both for the minute. Jason's playing some good stuff, putting Les under pressure.
Can he hold for the contact? I think he's just slightly nipped the line, hasn't he? Another one waiting for it though. The other hand's back available for Les if he wants to draw down to those two bowls at the back. Both hands, he can play to the back bowls either hand.
Yeah, and I think he's bowls off the jack enough that he can play with confidence. He's not going to spring the jack to the red bowls.
Yeah, I thought he may just go back to the other hand.
Urging it up.
Right at the end that came back, didn't it?
Well, it snuck second. I think Neil indicated to Jason that it was 2.
Yep. Played something very similar last time down here where he had to just land on the bowl to turn the jack. I think if you're going to play, you stick to his forehand, you know, that more where you're guaranteed for the ball to come back. Yeah, I think this is the...
Yeah, just commit to the shot, just make sure you're arriving to this. It's out on the draw line. It is drawable, more than capable of drawing this. Good bowl from Jace.
Well, it's certainly closed it down here for Les. I mean, he's probably got 6 inches of room to try and count a second bowl.
Yeah, Jason just showing there he's confident in his drawing game. Want to chase the ball and potentially leave Les a chance for a 3. Again, made it very difficult for Les to try and score a double.
He's played a great bowl there. Not quite sure whether it's just made another. The way Jason looked, he's been unlucky again. Just the one. Great bowl for just the one.
Yeah.
First score 1-1 after 2 ends.
Give Les a bit of confidence though. He's played 3 good bowls in a row there.
Yeah, he's going for something a little bit more drastic. Put the mat somewhere in the middle. Jack going to the tee.
Jack length 26 metres.
There's Rory, our scoreboard operator. Worked him hard this week.
Yeah.
Been doing long days.
Collecting glasses. Yeah, the club here do a great job hosting this event. Loads of volunteers here, long days.
ball. 18 inches short of jack high.
Jason.
5.
The issue is Les playing this other side. Jason's had a tendency just to play this.
Les just nearly fell off of the scoreboard.
I could see that. I thought he was coming in the commentary box for a second there. I said Jason's bowls are tending to finish just a bowl or so under, so it's forced him to have to then change back to the side that Jason's playing. Can you get back, Les?
He's probably just lacking a tiny bit of pace. Another foot, that wouldn't have been too far away, I don't think.
Yeah, the way it finishes down that side. You fully expect Jason to add another here. Very good. Well played, Jason.
Well, it's fair to say Jason's brought his A game this morning. Again, Les in an awful lot of trouble. Not easy.
No, he's going to have to play a very good bowl here, and even then he's not guaranteed to come away with a shot.
In a way, I think he needs to come underneath and get to the second bowl and come off that bowl. His own bowl's going to be a little bit of a hindrance.
He's just overplayed it. Yeah, Jason's been pretty relentless at the minute, not giving Les many chances. He's taken every one that he's been given. Great stuff.
Oh dear me. Backhand, forehand, overhand. Very, very impressive. Full house of 4.
1-5 after 3 ends.
You always say in any sport, sometimes when you're just scratching around, you've just got to win ugly, I think, Jamie, haven't you? Just try and find a way of winning, and that sometimes may mean you just go a little bit more aggressive or just try and do something. I mean, the plan at the moment certainly isn't working, because being open and honest, I think Jason's just too good for him this morning.
Yeah, there's been multiple ends where first 2 bowls have been a little bit scratchy, but if there has been that case, Jason's third one's been brilliant. He strung together some good ends at the start of this second set. When he's missed in the right spots as well. Really good opener from Les though.
So got there, Neil. 2.5 inches. How far through is my first one? Just over 2 feet gap.
Les must be just stood there thinking, what on earth do I have to do?
Yeah, little wry smile from Les. And standing there after his first, thinking, right, I can build a good end here, front touch of first bowl, and then play second, one down. And after 2 more bowls, the head almost looks perfect for Jason. Shot, 1 rating, if he can just turn this jack around the corner.
I mean, the height's good. I think it's just not up. Yeah, just drop that one. Just a little lapse in concentration. Happens to everybody.
2 seconds. Yes.
So Les just asking about, is it 2 seconds? I mean, now is this where you try and change your tactics?
I think so, Jason. Like you say, change your tactics, be more aggressive. He's got a chance here. Just remove the bowl, put some pressure on Jason. Even he could even get to the jack, run the jack in the ditch, get it on the respot of a 1 bowl singles for the rest of this end.
Yeah, I do think he needs to do something a bit more drastic. Just try and shake things up massively. Yeah, he is playing for it.
In the area.
Brilliant.
Brilliant from this. Great shot.
Absolutely brilliant. I thought he may have been tempted. You could just see there. I mean, the plant would have probably got contact with the shot bowl, but this is plan A. Nice solid contact on the shot bowl. No jack movement. 3 shots to Les Gillett.
Yeah, and he played it with perfect weight to keep his own bowl nice and tight in the head as well. That could be the game-changing moment, perhaps.
Plan for Jason will be guarantee second.
Will he get back?
Back for second.
Very good.
Again, he's played that really good shot where it's just fallen into a place where it's really difficult to get to. There's been a few times like that where he's played a really good bowl, but he's tucked himself away out of sight. I mean, that is really tight.
Yeah, it's one of them. Les can get to this red bowl. Very similar bowl to his last, but anything a bowl wide, he'll probably get off the corner of his own and spring the jack. Bowl tight. Any movement on the jack is probably not good for Les, but
I mean, he'll be looking at the scoreline 5-1, lying 5-2 guaranteed with a bowl to come. Still plenty of ends left in this set, but don't know. The way Jason's playing, sometimes if there is a chance to get a multiple count, you've just got to take it. I
think he'll follow Jason's last bowl and try and sit off his own, potentially rest the jack up the green to make a 3 or 4. I think it's just probably too risky. If this goes wrong, probably game over.
Yeah, it's risk over reward. As long as he doesn't get to the jack, he's okay.
If he runs this out, he's very good.
Perfect line, just a foot short, that was all. So a single for Les.
Set score 2-5 after 4.
Closes that gap down to 3 shots now, going into this 5th end of the second set.
We're on to plan C,
Right,
full length now.
30.5.
He's doing the right thing, changing things about.
Yep, just keep scoring ends, even if they're just singles at this stage. Just try and get back to level and then take your chance.
15 inches short of jack high.
Just looking for that extra 18 inches of pace, and a nice clear line is not too far away. Pick the jack up, that's a bonus.
In your favour, Neil. You lad.
Bowl will be Jason's target. Get to Les's last bowl. What was it you called it, Jason? That was a waft. He was wafting.
Wafting.
He's wafting that one.
That's what I call it. He's wafting it to get back, look. It's a skill in itself, that. Just enough waft to get that back in. A similar bowl from Les will land on that last bowl of Jason Banks.
Can he hold on?
Needs to run as well slightly for that line. Needs to run for that line.
One. Two.
Just on the wrong side of things at the minute.
This has got a long way to run as well.
Les is interested in this one. Just break under his own bowl. Brilliant, Les.
Yeah, inch perfect, great bowl.
Yeah, Jason just be looking to repeat his second bowl out. Eventually get down to the jack and turn it for two.
Well, if the weight's good, it'll get back. If not, it'll just hang a slightly wide. Oh, hang on, a little touch. I'm not sure, you know. It's hard to tell from here if there's a gap on the other side of the jack.
One shot, let's get it.
Nope, still one to Les. So this is the first time where Les Gillett's won 2 consecutive ends.
Set score 3-5 after 5 ends.
Right, this is where he's really now got to start to play himself in. 2 consecutive ends. Stick to this full length jack. Just see whether the further the jack goes, the more he's just going to get a bit more bend on his bowls, whether he can just play himself in that way. It's coming to the tee.
Jack length 30 metres.
So it's the two tails to this game of bowls.
now. 7 inches past jack high.
Oh, can he repeat the opening delivery?
Yeah, if he's right up, he's well played.
Needs to run a foot. Yeah, well done.
What's the gap on the last ball, Neil? 12 inches.
Can he just get over the top side of Les's front bowl? Just ever so slightly too thick, so it's still 2 to Les. Les may play down the other hand now, looking to get just round his own bowl. Even if he sits it down onto the jack, won't be too bad.
Back ball. Jason. 14 inches in front of jack high.
I think the way it's lying now, Les is just getting himself back into this second set. Lying a pair, I can't afford to turn that bowl of Jason's. Les just asking the audience if they've got any thoughts of what shot he should play. It's got to be a draw down his forehand, surely.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it looks like from in front of the head, whether I think the jack looks available. Like you say, Jason, down this forehand, he's got more chances closing the head down, lay his front one down. He will get back to the jack round his front bowl.
Not far away.
Brilliant.
You can just tell Leslie's demeanour's just slightly changed over the last couple of ends. You know, he's just stringing a few ends together, and he's actually, the consistency's gone up with the first 2 bowls as well. You know, that will give him a boost, and you can just tell he's starting to interact a little bit with the crowd. So something's just changed within his mindset.
Yeah, you can see it. He's delivered his bowls. It's not too much animation. There was the first set. He was a bit confused by a few that he thought were better than they were. He does look a bit more relaxed now from his first couple of bowls. I think we'll see Jason's drive here.
If he goes quick, it's really quick as well. He amazed me yesterday with the speed he was playing his drives. Yeah, he's going for a drive. Ooh. Well, Les.
Difficult to tell from where we are. If he wins the respot on the far side, it doesn't probably look like the jack can go there, but if Jason plays the speed he previously did with that runner, all 3 of them green bowls could be removed. I think I'll just be trying to find a spot to count and not make it any bigger.
Say if he plays just past the jack in between his bat bowl and Jason's bat bowl, like I say, just tuck it in out the way. think Jason's almost committed. I mean, there is a draw, but I think he'll go again either way. Wherever Les puts this, he'll be going again. He's going for a blocker, has he? He's going for a blocker now?
I think he's just trying to draw another down his backhand.
Doesn't look overly up. Is he trying to play wide, count one, but also get this spot? He wants it to bend quickly now. Maybe just far enough past the jack.
Yeah, I don't think Jason will get the jack off that bowl. I think the best result he could probably get and wing the other back one out. Like you say, I think he's committed now. It's more damage limitation. A few chances to end up with a shot. Front bowl on the jack. Cleaning the ditch. He probably wins with the back red one. I think he'd be happy if he removed a couple of these green bowls. Yep, big weight.
Going again. Watch the China. Oh, it was just that bowl of Les's, wasn't it? I mean, it's still two, just wasn't far enough past.
Yeah, Les will be disappointed with that one. I say it did leave the angle just to remove both of those bowls.
Set score 5-5 after 6.
Another foot, 18 inches on his last.
So let's have a look later on. If you're joining us once again on BBC iPlayer, and obviously the BBC's pages, that's the schedule for the rest of the day. Updated times we've got for you there. So semi-final number 2 will now take place at 12 o'clock. Stuart Anderson, the defending champion, against the English qualifier of Aaron Johnson. And the Scottish Youth Masters final will now be at 2 o'clock. Thomas Jameson takes on Logan Kennedy. And then the grand final for the Scottish International Open will now take place at 4 o'clock. Be great if you can stay with us for the whole day. So, a 3-end race for this second set.
Favorite Jason's. How far's mine? 2 feet gap.
Yeah, good adjustment here from Les.
What's the gap there, Neil? 5-inch gap. What's the gap on my ball at the back? 15.
Sticking with this forehand draw. Just needs to break now. It's a good bowl, finished in a good place. Just wondering whether Les will play down this other hand here. His forehand right down to that last bowl.
Yep, definitely try and face Jason's last bowl. He's less likely to get to a turn on the jack if he switches to his forehand.
Now come up again, Neil.
Certainly out on a nice line.
Wants to get just back now inside the red. Just that extra foot It's just carried him past, but it's not too bad. I'd have preferred it the other side of the red bowls, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, one of those for Jason. Draw the shot, touch the jack's a big bonus. Just over the top.
Just looking at the wrong side of his own, he is. It's homing in though. Les really does need to get to the other side of those bowls.
He's rode in again, Les. Have you just lost that foot of pace? He's very close.
Needs to run a bit further, doesn't he? That's a good ball for nothing, because I don't even think it's made another shot. I expected that ball to fall over as well, the way it's
Yeah,
sat.
Les was clicking his fingers and thought he was quick. That bowl, Jason was coming back to the mat. The previous delivery of Les's just fell over. I don't know if it's created an angle to perhaps play something aggressive.
2 bowls away.
Get through the last bowl. Yeah, I think now it's fell over. That angle is definitely on. It's hard when Jason's been so close to his 2 previous deliveries. It's hard to make that minor adjustment. Can't really see any bad results. Shaping for the forehand, so it's probably the draw.
Yeah, like you say, Jamie, it'd be in his mind, well, I've only just missed it on this forehand.
Yeah, it keeps the game tight. Worst he's going to, with this shot, is drop a 1.
Just needs to lose that foot.
Yep.
Now, can he get a double bounce off one of these bat balls? Needs a double bounce. There you go.
Very good.
Well played, Jason Banks. Backed himself and stuck with it. Did make the correction.
Set score 5-6 after 7 ends.
Jason leads by 1. 2 ends to play in this second set. Les needs to win this set to take it to a tie break. Jason's got the added luxury where he can actually afford to just tie the set, and he will take the game.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
Yeah, great start. Back to his favourite length.
Five and a half inch gap.
9.
5.5.
You say 9.
Les clearly didn't like the answer Neil gave him.
It's a great reply.
It's not far away, is he? If he can just get down to it first. He was unlucky.
It's been unlucky.
Very unlucky. Good ball though. Still 1 to Jason.
You're on, Jason. What's the gaps on the 2 balls in the jack? 1/2 inch to yours, 1.5 inch less.
Could be tempted just to run to one of the respots early here. Be more than happy to win this end.
I'm not there.
Yep, staying away. It's a good spot. I think it's just a draw. We'll let this bowl for Les try and sit his own bowl down, make the head a little bit wider. If you go chasing this too early, it's a tricky shot as it lies. Just try and hope this bowl sort of develops the head. Very close again.
Well, Les. Oh, shook the bowl, but because there was that ever so slight gap between the bowl and the jack's not moved at all.
That does give him a slightly better target though if he plays so much more aggressive.
He's steady on, Jason. Everyone's running up and down here. Oh, he's come back down. Les is coming up.
Yeah, I think Neil's just saying that no point in you going back up. Speed the game if Les stays down this end. Yo-yos there.
I mean, there are rules in place for visiting the head, but I mean at this stage it always comes down to the marker's discretion. It's like a relay at one point there.
Yeah, good ball from Jason.
See, he's happy with the 1 because he knows 1 here actually means Les needs a 3 on the last end, so that's why he's not really overly bothered about getting anywhere near this. Les really does need to make contact with this 1 to give himself a chance.
Yeah.
Can he get down to it nice and clean?
It's very close.
Oh, Les Gillett.
Brilliant ball.
Wow, let's look at that. He's literally, that was plan A, just looking to get a nice contact on the bowl. There was a slight contact on the front as well. I mean, that jack would have just bounced into the open, probably would have still been down, but would have given himself a chance. But wow, what an absolute change to this set if this happens to be a 3. It's just from that third end of this second set, Les has just gone up about 3 gears. And needed to be fair. Jason was completely out-bowling him for the first 12 ends of this game.
Yeah, Jason will be looking to draw the 4-hand, beat the third bowl. So there's not a lot of difference between Jason dropping a 1 or a 2 here. Don't think he was keen when he let that go.
It's too quick, isn't he? Is he just too quick?
He's overplayed this.
Well, Les Gillett. I did say sometimes you've just got to dig deep and scratch away and win ugly. Look, it's just, yep, you can just see he's just said to himself, just
this is a big
calm.
bowl, yeah. I mean, Les lays 3, which would put him 2 up playing the last, obviously. There's a big difference between Jason getting a 2 and a 3. This is, if he can drop this bowl in, it's a big change to the game. Much easier to try and defend a 3 on the last end than a 2.
Unbelievable turnaround.
Yeah, it's not that Jason's done anything wrong, is it? It's just Les has stepped it up, like you say, 2 or 3 gears, and played some good stuff.
He's played some good conversions over the last few ends as well, hasn't he? Difficult conversions as well. They've not been easy. Big bowl. Sometimes you just don't want to overthink it. I think sometimes it is. I know it sounds easy from here, but it is just a draw within 2 feet either side of the jab will count. See, just overthought it, I think.
Yeah.
Just go down and play. Well, we'll soon see whether that comes back to haunt him.
Yeah, it could prove vital. Jason, last bowl, needs a 2. Yes. But Les will be disappointed with that last bowl. He's played a really good end, great conversion, try and make the 3. Put the disappointment of that last bowl out your head and try and get off to a good start this end.
Yep. There's only been one count of more than 2 in this game so far for Jason. That was on the 3rd end of the 2nd set where he got that really good full house. So into the last end of the 2nd set. Excitement's building in the arena. They'd like to see it go to a tie-break, I'm sure. Don't think Jason will. So, choosing to lead off his backhand. Looking for something within a foot.
Yeah, just doesn't want to waste any bowls this end.
Needs to run. Yeah, very good start from Jason. He'll be pleased with that.
Yeah, great open up.
That's 50% of what he wants.
No, 2 inches past Jack Eye.
It's closing in. Obviously, the nearer Les gets, the harder it is for Jason to make another, but I think that's just too much room myself.
Yeah, and if Jason does get in, they're going to be hidden. Les is short right down the centre line.
Neil, can I have a look, please?
Just a repeat of your first bowl, Jason. He's not bad.
Falls is certainly in. I think he's probably just in anyway. So that's a game live. It is.
Yep, Neil indicating to Les that it is 2 red.
He'll want to make it with this. Won't want to leave it for his last bowl. Sticking with it, just looking for that foot to 18 inches maximum.
He thinks he's heavy.
Because of the clicking.
Yeah.
And if he just stays in for second, he'll be happy. Just needs to throw the anchor out. No, he's drifted over the top, so he's going to find himself matched down when he comes to the mat the next time. I mean, what would you do if you're Jason here? Do you not make it any bigger and kind of force Les to say, well, if you're going to play it, you're going to play it, or do you try and play it first?
I think you just got to leave it as it lies. You got to try and picture Les draws the shot. Give yourself the opportunity to try and make the two. I think play something similar to his last bowl. He's not going to improve things for Les. Set his own back bowl down, probably gives Les a few inches less to get in. Either that or you run for a respot or best back in case Les does draw the shot. Matches this bowl, just slides by. It's in the game for Jason.
Yeah, he needs. I think Leslie's just going to have to draw. I mean, plan A, beat the back of the two shot bowls.
Yep, big bowl for Les to stay in the Scottish Open.
What's the body language out of his hand?
I think he's more confident than his previous bowl.
It's not a million miles away.
He's played this.
Wants to miss the jack and get to the bowl.
Very good. Yeah, match against. Great bowl.
Well, this is going to be some bowl to win the game.
I think how it lies, I think Jason's probably got more chance of drawing another down the forehand, his forehand, following Les's last bowl. I think although this backhand is the good hand that he's been playing, I think his bowl, you get on the outside of his red bowl, I don't think that's going to score. He's probably got slightly more room for error following Les's previous delivery.
Well, he's probably made up his mind by now what he's going to play. 3 inches is the room. Oh, the crowd simmer.
Oh, he's going for the jack.
Yeah, playing something a bit more attacking. Is he going to get back? Here it comes now.
It's in the area.
He's got the jack, you know. What a ball from Jason Banks. What a fabulous ball from Jason Banks there.
Brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic. Took a chance. Nicely timed it down.
Two shots, Jason Banks, second set tie, match, Jason Banks.
2 to me, please. And that takes the second set. 8-8. So wins 1.5 to half. I mean, Jamie, what a game of bowls that was.
Yeah, super stuff from both. I mean, Jason was brilliant throughout. Les come on to a really good game in the second set. I say Jason played a really good last end there. Even his third bowl that gave him the position to play that shot after Les played a great bowl to stay in the game. I say brilliant bowl to win the match, and I say hopefully the next semi-final is just as good as that.
So speaking of the next semi-final, let's have a look at what we have for the rest of the day. So next semi-final number 2 is now at 12 o'clock, and it's going to be the defending champion Stuart Anderson taking on the English qualifier of Aaron Johnson. And then 2 o'clock sees the Scottish Young Masters final. It's Thomas Jameson against Logan Kennedy. And then don't forget, join us for the big one at 4 o'clock, the grand final of this Scottish International Open. Well, I'm afraid we're going to take a little short break now. So from everybody here at the World Bowl Store, it's bye-bye for now.